All right, Shams, there is a contingency of people who are not. Ty's first day back. Okay, first day back, he was coming in all kind of uppity and excited. Ordered a triple burger with extra bacon and everything you possibly
Goddamn right.
2 Red Bulls in here. He was flying high in here. And then he saw what happened with you, and he said, that's all I needed. Flip the switch. He said, I don't like what Shams did. Shams, can you please clarify what happened with this whole MVP announcement? And how many discussions were had by you, with yourself, with how, first of all, you get this news. You are an insider. You're supposed to break news if you get news. That's kind of your job. But then there were some people kind of attacking you, acting as if this has never happened before. Ty, Connor, I think D-Butt was even yelling right there.
Don't like as loud as I could.
So, Shams, can you just tell us a little bit more about where you stand, how you stand, and how you came about this piece of information that it seems like you would feel obligated to put out if you got it as an insider?
First of all, my guy, T.Y., 3-time DAD of the year.
Oh, wow. I don't know about that, but thank you, Shams. You're
That's what I'm talking about.
back here.
Nailed it.
Goddamn right, Shams.
Spice
3
up my guy's
times.
morning with the newborn. I just wanted to spice up my guy's morning. I knew, you might have a slow morning,
Stir the pot a little bit with the dad. I get it. DAD. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stir it up. I mean, listen, I'm part of me is like, what are we talking about here? The other part of me is like, for me, when I get news, when I get information, if I've vetted it, like I did late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, when I have news 100%, no matter how big, no matter how small, and in this case, obviously, very, very big accomplishment, very big news around the NBA, for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being the 14th player in NBA history to be the back-to-back league MVP. He's only, since Stephen Curry, the only guard to be back-to-back. He's the only player to go back-to-back, period, since Nikola Jokic. There's a list of accomplishments here. He's a rarefied air. So this is a massive story. And when I get it, I vet it. And then my job is to report the news. And so that's all I focus on. That's what I wake up thinking about. That's what I go to sleep thinking about. I feel a responsibility. And like you said, Pat, this isn't the first time necessarily, but it's not going to be the last time where I'm just going to try to do my job to the best of my ability.
All right, well, hey, Shams, we appreciate that.
Well done, Shams.
And remember, the road to the top of the mountain is obviously going to be a rocky one. There's been other insiders that have certainly broke this type of news in the past, but they are obviously been around the game a lot longer. You, multiple times now, been dropped in the fire. I think a lot of people say, you're going to have to prove. You're going to have to prove to me. And you've sat in there, Shams. We're proud of you. Through lunch, through forks with
Oatmeal, ice cream.
Through all your shit. We're proud of you, Shams. Keep working, Shams.
Hell yeah, Shams.
Yeah, I think I might be a lunch guy more, to be honest.
Yeah, we know. We've seen your tweets.
Yeah. And Blake Griffin, that was funny. He absolutely freaking owned you. That just is what it is.
Yeah, we like Blake Griffin a lot. That's kind of, I think, why the boys are booing your ass there, just to be on his side. But we love you, Shams. We don't know Blake that well, but we are fans of his. But on that note, I appreciate you doing your job, and this is only going to continue to happen. How old are you?
I am 32, but I feel like I'm 52 in basketball years, but I'm 32.
Okay, how old's Woj? Was he 100 years old?
Yeah, and with that math, I think he's like 400 in basketball.
No, but how old is he?
60 to 65.
57 years old. Okay, so there's another 20 years, of the Shams train coming right up. And I think people are just going to have to get used to that. This guy's everywhere, and Shams knows everything somehow, and he doesn't sleep.
True.
This guy actually doesn't sleep. Might be one of the
Yeah.
Yeah, could be.
And stands on his reporting.
Always.
What
Right?
is this?
Jimmy Butler thing was crazy.
Pat Riley came out.
Had the team owner, had the team coming out saying this guy's full of shit.
And then what? And then Sham Sharani says, hey, welcome to the game, folks. Yeah, I know I'm new around here. And then obviously the honest stuff continues to grow. And we're definitely going to ask you about that because how could we not? Because that is kind of your thing.
The resolution's coming here on that one, Pat.
When?
It's coming on.
When? Yes. How long?
In process.
Okay.
Like within the hour?
Not within the hour. I would say between now and the NBA draft on June 23rd. Within the hour
That
would be
is
pretty
Still,
crazy.
that's a month.
June 23rd?
I between now and June 23rd, those conversations are going to start picking up, going to start escalating. I reported last week, actually, on this show about a week ago, that the Bucks were officially open for business on all offers, on all trade calls. That has continued into this week, and that's only going to continue. The crux of this is Giannis has believed for a period of months now that it's time for both sides to move on. The Bucks, obviously, last year, they felt like they had a team that would compete. And when you have Giannis on your team, you do everything you can, right? And we've seen John Horst, their general manager, Drew Holiday in 2020, Dame Lillard in 2023, Miles Turner last summer. They're going to make swings. They're going to go all in. But this is a team that has gone all in over and over and over again. And I think it has reached that point to where how much all in can you go? Do you even have the pieces necessary to go all in? And so those conversations will continue to pick up from ownership to management with Giannis. One thing I did pick up last week and into this week, Giannis' stance has not changed as far as what I've reported the last several months. So this is a situation we'll keep an eye on over the next 5 to 6 weeks.
All right, we can't wait for that. Last on that, quick, go ahead, Con Man.
Yeah, Shams, it's been kind of said, or at least on the internet, that there's a chance that he might be headed to Boston. I think he is the favorite at some places. What is kind of that status? Would that be a trade that could possibly happen, including, Jaylen Brown or just assets of some sort? Or are we looking at the teams that Giannis has already kind of approved that you have pontificated about, like Miami and spots like that where he'll go?
Minnesota, the Lakers, the Celtics, the Heat, those are all the Knicks. Those are all the teams that had interest in Giannis at the deadline. There was conversations, some teams more than other teams. You think about teams like Miami and Minnesota, those were more extensive conversations. Those were more back and forth engagement conversations. Then you have teams like Cleveland and the Lakers and the Celtics that checked, and the Knicks that checked in, that had interest. There was some conversations on concepts, but the Celtics did check and they did make a call. They did have a level of interest, and I think that is going to continue into this offseason. But they've never gotten into the particulars because it takes two to tango. You're not just going to offer up a player that it might take to get a deal done without there being interest from the other side. So those are all things to be determined. And it's to be determined, does Milwaukee feel like their best offer is going to come from a Minnesota or a Miami or some other team? And that's what we're going to find out over the next few weeks.
Shams, you're always so focused on work. Have you ever tangoed?
Not recently, but
Oh,
I don't know about tango, but I've gone to a few dance classes, but I don't know about tango.
Okay, so it takes two to tango. You've only you solo.
Right, salsa.
What is the dance it doesn't take two to do with? What are you doing? Macarena? Probably a little electric slide.
Yep.
Probably a little bit.
I've done some. I mean, back in high school, back in like middle school, we did.
Oh, you haven't been hanging.
Yeah.
Soldier Boy.
That was a banger, bro. Banging the boom, boom the pow, pooped, whacked, Ping, bang, boom, boom, bang a boom, pow to pow, hibba he, bang a boom, boom. Wow.
Good memory.
First time, long time right there. That felt good. That took me back in time there. That was a nice little trip back in time.
Great day.
We were all doing that shit.
Uh-huh.
I mean, everybody was really.
Universal.
What a heater, actually, kind of, now that we think about it. Still holds up. Hey, Macarena,
The
baby.
electric slide was real too, though.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, it still is.
Still bring it.
Yeah. Keep
Right
shuffle.
foot, two
maybe.
stops.
People still
Yeah,
wobbling?
yeah.
Yep. People are wobbling.
Nick Saban wobble. Feels like a wobble right over there.
Stanky leg.
Sure.
I think those still happen, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We're a dancing society,
Yeah.
aren't we? I'm kind of proud of our species for that. These aliens can't dance, I can tell, just by looking at their ass. They got no rhythm.
Agreed.
They're going to be so confused by us just bang, boom. They're going to, whoa, what is this? And then we're going to.